So, alignment is a big part of D&D, and you gotta make sure you choose the right alignment for your character. And by that I mean you shouldn't choose one of the jank ones. Now, some players and DMs will tell you that the best alignment is up to personal preference, and that each of them can be fun in its own way. You can miss me with that commie garbage, those opinions don't matter. So here are the top 10 best alignments in Dragons and Dungeons. Number 10, True Neutral. If you choose this alignment, you're a centrist scumbag. For the love of Gygax, pick one side or the other. Otherwise, you're just there to take up space at the table and mooch off everyone's pizza without actually contributing anything. Number 9, Lawful Good. How could anyone be such a square as to choose such a boring alignment? Nobody takes this unless they're a paladin, and even if you are a paladin, hope you like feeding every single beggar and obeying every traffic light until you want the DM to take away your powers and yeet them into oblivion. Wait, 5th edition got rid of that rule? Doesn't matter, Lawful Good still sucks. Number 8, Neutral Good. Almost as bad as Lawful Good, but at least you can do things like waterboard people for information now. Wait, the DM says that doesn't count as a good act? Who cares? He's the one who didn't let you play as a homebrew half-dragon, half-beholder character, so who's he to talk? Number 7, Chaotic Good. Almost as bad as Neutral Good, but now you can also smoke pipe weed or something. And to be fair, Chaotic Good might have been a little higher if people used it to play more original character concepts, like a rebel dark elf with 2 scimitars. I mean, how cool is that? Number 6, Neutral Evil. Now we're getting to the alignments that are kind of fun. Being evil is pretty lit, fam, but this is like garden variety evil. There are cooler kinds of evil out there. Number 5, Lawful Neutral. This alignment does sort of restrict your character choices, but it lets you correct your DM on every trivial ruling and continuity detail, so I think that's a pretty good trade-off. Are some of these corrections out of character? Doesn't matter, it's still what your character would do. It'll make you look really smart, I promise, even if only to yourself. The DM might get so annoyed that he kicks you out or cancels the game altogether, but little known rule, if he does that, you actually win. Number 4, Chaotic Neutral, and by that I mean Chaotic Lol Random XD. It's a known fact that most players get too immersed in the DM's world, and don't spend nearly enough time getting distracted out of character, without someone to lighten the tone and kill the consistency. Just make something like a cleric who worships toilet paper and shouts something about waffles every time something dramatic happens. I'm sure everyone will find it hilarious. Number 3, Lawful Evil. Why kick your DM out when you can effectively become the DM yourself? Just laugh at that adventuring crap, and spend the entire game recruiting an army to take over the kingdom or something. Maybe even build a dungeon to lure adventurers into. The other players better like this idea, but if they don't, you can always feed them to your pet drakes or something that you'll inevitably acquire. Also, of course, the DM kicking you out for derailing the campaign so much is still a win con, so keep that in mind. Number 2, Chaotic Evil. Who wouldn't love a character who isn't bound by any legal or moral standards? After all, D&D isn't an escape from reality in the sense that you get to be a strong and noble hero in a fantastic world. It's an escape from reality in that you're allowed to brutally murder the guy who messes up your order at the fast food counter with no serious repercussions. In fact, the best games are the ones where all the characters are chaotic evil, so the marketplace of ideas, and fireballs, and axes can decide who naturally deserves to rise to the top. And no, I haven't been reading Ayn Rand, what are you talking about? And number 1, unaligned. Sure, this is only an alignment for animals and other creatures without the capacity for moral thought, but who cares? D&D is a pretty dumb game anyway. Just play as a bear, and sit at the table grunting occasionally while playing a better game on your phone, like Candy Crush or Raid Shadow Legends. Anyway, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Make sure to smash that like button or get slowly eaten to death by flumps.